open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Dog, I hope you ate Wheaties this morning because you got a lot to get through, man.
I do. Sports page brought to you by Don Mealy Chevrolet out there in Claremont, your truck headquarters for more than 50 years. Nobody does trucks or SUVs like Don Mealy. Right now, you can get $15,000 off a new Chevy Equinox EV. You can save that much money and never have to buy a gallon of gas again. Check them out, DonMealyChevy.com. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the Arnie. I covered it all week. What a fabulous finish it was. It was Arnie-like the way Akshay Bhatia charged down the back nine. He bogeys number 9, misses an easy little 30-inch putt. He's 5 back, and then boom, he flips the switch. 4 straight birdies, gets him back into the mix. He ties it in regulation. Then he beats Daniel Berger on the first sudden death playoff hole to win the Arnie Sunday. Man, that was exciting down the stretch.
And they hadn't had a playoff at the Arnold Palmer since 1999. Is that accurate?
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, Tim Herron, I guess, won the playoff in 1999. You remember Lumpy Tim Herron?
Oh, I do remember that dude.
Yeah.
Hey, who did Bhatia? I've seen him golf before. Great golfer. Who does it remind you of?
Who does Bhatia
BJ Singh.
BJ Singh, yeah, I don't know.
Because the glasses.
Yeah, the glasses. Yeah. He I'll tell you what, he's a lot nicer than VJ Singh used to be. Though VJ Singh was a bit surly. This guy was an engaging, charismatic, all of that. Although he uses that old man putter, that long putter. You like the long putter, Taka?
Not me.
Worked for him. Hey,
whatever works for you, yeah.
24 years old. Good for him, man.
Yeah, he actually he played his first tour event at 17, skipped college to go right to the PGA Tour. So he's been one of the up and coming young golfers for quite some time. He wins the $4 million check for first place and gives his wife a big hug on the green. It was awesome.
I would have too.
All right, let's go to the Magic.
Good weekend for the Magic, man.
What a weekend for the Magic. They start off on Saturday by thumping one of the best teams in the league, the Minnesota Timberwolves, on the road. And then yesterday, or last night, Paolo Banchero had one of his best performances of the season. He erupts for 33 points, 12 of 16 shooting from the field. And the Magic absolutely annihilate the Milwaukee Bucks 130-91. I mean, Paolo was hitting shots from all over the floor, inside, outside, 3-pointers, mid-range, everywhere. So since the All-Star break, he's been playing like an All-Star, averaging 26.2 points, 9.2 rebounds since the All-Star break. And the Magic are 7-3 since the All-Star break. By the way, that 31-point road win yesterday, combined with the 27-point road win over the Timberwolves, first time in Magic history they've ever won road games by at least 20 points. So good for the Magic.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're playing lights out. Where do we want to go from here?
Did you watch what happened with the Lightning over the weekend? They went up to Toronto and manhandled the Leafs. And then last night they're in Buffalo. You know, the Buffalo and Lightning are right at the top of the standings. 8-7 was the final. The Sabres came back in the third period to win, but 100 minutes in penalties.
Wow.
In the box, fights galore. It was nuts, Bulldog. Absolutely nuts.
But the Lightning could not pull out the victory, but they're still right there near the top of the standings.
2 points behind, yeah.
Yeah. The Ryan Blaney win streak, the Tyler Reddick win streak is over because of Ryan Blaney. Reddick, of course, had won the first 3 NASCAR races that had never been done before. And then Ryan Blaney came up yesterday to complete the Team Penske sweep at Phoenix Raceway over the weekend. I guess they had an IndyCar race on Saturday. Is that right?
They did. It was really cool. Same track, 2 different series. They did the IndyCar race on Saturday. Then they had the O'Reilly Auto Parts, which was the old Xfinity Series race, Saturday night. So it's like a crossover event. So a good chance for the fans to get a sampling from both sides there.
What about our F1, fellas?
Lights just went out at the F1 desk from Australia, where there's a massive time difference. I'm surprised you're even with us at this point, Taco. I would have thought you would have jetted out of there by now after the opening of the F1 season. It was late Saturday night our time.
Yeah, you know what? I tell you, I got home late last night. That with the time change, I mean, I was up burning the midnight oil. And so was George Russell, or whatever, G. Russell. He took first, man.
Completing a 1-2 finish for Mercedes to start the season with teammate Kimi Antonelli coming in second.
Yeah. Italian and a Brit.
Is it George Russell? Is that the right
Yeah,
name?
George Russell.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, he got it right.
I saw G and said, I guess.
Wow.
So Gary.
Tell you what, Orlando City wishes they were in Australia over the weekend because they got absolutely thrashed Saturday at Yankee Stadium in New York. 5-0 New York City FC beats Orlando City. Orlando City played without they played with 10 players for much of the game. Did you see their goalkeeper Maxime Crepeau was sent off in the 16th minute with a red card. So the NYC's kicking the ball down near the goal, and he comes out of the penalty area and catches the ball in the air. Well, that's not allowed outside the penalty area. Okay? So he catches it, and then he realized what he did. And he tried to drop the ball real quick, but to no avail.
We saw you.
Till they.
We saw you.
Yeah, he gets tossed out of the game, and Orlando City gets annihilated after that 5-0. Orlando City winless now in their first 3 matches of the season. They better get it together soon.
You watch any of the World Baseball Classic?
I just saw the highlights. I did not watch any of it.
U.S. team looked good in their first two outings.
Yeah, U.S. team they're in the next stage of the World Baseball Classic, as is Japan. So everybody's, wanting to see a Japan-U.S. rematch. Japan, of course, won it 3 years ago. That was the last time they had the World Baseball Classic. College basketball news, UCF, man, the wheels are quickly coming off what we thought was going to be a breakthrough basketball season for Coach Johnny Dawkins and his Knights. They lost 74-67 to West Virginia over the weekend. They've now lost 3 in a row. Personally, I think they're still in the tournament despite this recent slide, but they aren't making it easy on themselves. They're 9-9 now in the Big 12 at the end of the regular season. Now they go into the Big 12 tournament. Hopefully they can win a game to sort of secure themselves a spot in the tournament.
Florida made it a little more difficult on themselves than they needed to at the end against Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they end up beating Kentucky 84-77. They are red hot. They've won 11 straight now to end the regular season. They go into the SEC tournament as the clear-cut favorite, and if they win that, they're a surefire number 1 in my book, and they'll probably be playing over in Tampa for the first round. Or first couple of rounds of the NCAA basketball tournament. Florida State continues to win in college basketball as well. They beat SMU. I still think they have to maybe win the ACC tournament to get into the big dance, but they are playing well. They've won 3 in a row, or they won 3 in a row to end the regular season.
And Miami should be in despite falling to Louisville on Saturday.
Yeah, Miami is in the tournament. By the way, big college football news over the weekend. There was a big meeting up in the White House. President Donald Trump met with all these college leaders, and he says he's going to sign an executive order that's going to cure all the ills in college athletics.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It'll be the best executive order of all time.
How about Max Crosby going to Baltimore?
Yeah. He escapes. He finally got over the wall, escaped the Raiders, and he's going to Baltimore. That is a big get for the Ravens, and Max Crosby deserves it. He's been one of the role models in the NFL, one of the great players, but he's been stuck with the Raiders all these years, and now maybe he'll get a chance to actually play for something.
That guy's insane on the field.
Yeah.
Well, Bulldog, I think you're going to have a few things to talk about on your show this afternoon at 3 with Brandon Kravitz. Game on FM 96.9 The Game.
By the way, happy birthday to the great country singer, Mickey Gilley. All the girls get prettier at closing time. Oh, oh.
Your voice. One JRR.